come in.
Yeah, hit that like button, man. Help our analytics. Somebody go share it on there somewhere.
So what's going on, everybody? We are in the Columbia River Gorge, east of the Dalles right now. I-84 westbound. Who's driving?
Hello.
I've started my rolling reset today, actually last night. So now Selena's driving. And well, we're heading to Lacey, Washington right now.
Yeah.
Do our next drop. Central Texas, what's up? Red Bay, Alabama, what's up?
Dolls, Oregon.
Were you gang signs in the air? Right?
Right.
I don't know what motivated us to go live right now. Just shoot the breeze, I guess.
Yeah.
Nothing special going on.
Yeah, we're gonna work, right? So, you know.
Yeah, we're just working. This is our 4th straight run, 4 weeks straight. We got 5 more runs to go up until Christmas. We're doing 9 runs straight, 9 weeks straight.
Yeah.
So
Fun stuff there.
fun, but we're stacking up money. Yeah, we do 9 runs. That's gonna be some fat ass money, man.
9 times 10.
Yeah, we're doing about 10,500 a week right now in net revenue to the truck. So, of course, you take off fuel, payment, deductions, whatever. We're pocketing about $7,500 a week. And we're doing that for 9 weeks straight, so you do the math. We're gonna stack up on top of the money we already have stacked up in the bank.
Right.
And what are we doing? I don't know yet.
I don't know.
Honestly, we don't know yet.
Yeah.
Where are the dogs? Let's show them here. What's up, dogs? There they are. What's going on? Well, Ed Hilton seemed to have nailed it. So that's one heck of a down payment.
Yeah.
Oh. But yeah, we are, you can say officially in the market for a new rig. So, what kind of rig? Oh,
The new kind.
the new kind?
And not just new to me.
Yeah, because in the good way, we're already sitting on just about 40,000 right now. And we just keep racking it up, you know. We're sitting on about 40K right now, and then gonna rack up another 60, what somebody said 67,000. So you do the math, man. And are we gonna buy a new one? Yes, it will be a new truck. We're not going used again. When we go to buy a new truck, it's gonna be a brand new truck. And yes, Madman, W900 is my dream truck, my favorite. 86-inch sleeper, big horse dong truck. 990, hell no. I'm getting over 990.
That's a 680 with the freaking different outside.
Now he's saying over 100 grand on a down payment. No, I would not put over 100 grand on a down payment. You still want to keep reserves in the bank too. We're looking at posting up maybe 50 or 60 grand on it down. Keep our payment at about 2,500 a month on 5 years for a brand new truck. So roughly, the rough math. W9s are going for 180,000 nowadays. I've already been looking around, checking out prices on everything. I mean, you could go get a Freightliner or even a Kenworth T680 or something like that. I've seen them for 150, but they're throwaway trucks, you know. They get the job done, but ultimately you got no resale. You know, like this truck right now we're in, I've already been checking out on trade-in, payoff, all this kind of stuff. nobody wants to give you anything for a truck like this. I mean, it's worthless. So
Like 10 grand.
yeah, I mean, trade in, they might give you up to say 20 grand for it, and we still owe more than that right now. So it's like, What's a mile per gallon difference between a W9 and a T680? Well, that varies. I mean, you would think we're in a Cascadia right now, we should be getting good fuel mileage. This thing has never done better than like 6.5 miles per gallon. We've had it worked on, tweaked on, everything, and still gets horrible fuel mileage. I could even say the old Cascadias or T680s or whatever we've had. The T680 we had got like at best 7.5, and then our old prime truck, our old Cascadia got
7.5.
no, we were up to like 9 with that thing. But it's a crapshoot, you know. It's like you can get a brand new truck and it doesn't do dick for fuel mileage, and it's supposed to, you know. You got a small Detroit motor or something like that, you know. It's just like all of a sudden you're getting 6.5 or 7 miles a gallon too. It can be a crapshoot. So, but I would expect once if we got a new long hood with a high horsepower Cummins, all that kind of stuff, I would expect we'd be doing somewhere in the 6s after a little bit, after it settles in. As far as keeping this truck, I doubt it at this point. Oh, we're buffering. Well, we are in the gorge. If we start to buffer, sorry about that. I'm still showing good service right now, but yeah, stuff we've been looking at, you know, like Cummins 565 horse, 1850 torque. Another one checked out, 605 horse Cummins with 2050 torque, 18 speed, 325, 336 rear, stuff like that. So if I'm doing it, I'm also keeping the overall performance of the truck in mind, that we can use it in different kinds of work eventually too, if we want to go like a heavy haul or anything like that. Also a truck with resale value. A few years from now, you want to turn around and sell that thing. Like this truck right now, it's a 2015, you know, and it's going to be, it's got almost 800,000 miles on it. It's going to be worth 20 grand. You know, you're not going to be able to get rid of this thing. But you go get something like a W9 or a Pete, you know, 389. You run that thing for 5 years, and sell the piece of crap 75 or 100 grand compared to a lot of these trucks. So, know what I'm saying? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the new Volvos do all right from what I hear. But then it's like, you know, Volvos fall apart after a few years too. They're fleet trucks. They're just fleet trucks. That's all they are. So that's why they keep them for 400,000 or 500,000 miles and then dump them. Electric trucks. I don't think I'd be touching one of those electric trucks for a while. Let them work the bugs out after they actually come out on the market. You know, it's kind of like I always had to think about when a new model of car comes out. Never by the first year. That's when the ones that are like the doors don't shut right, or the motor takes a dump, or something. You know, just whatever. The new truck with all the warranties too. I mean, warranties may not be worth their weight in piss sometimes, but you know, still it's better to have them than to not have them. We're figuring that out real quick, because we're getting nickel and dime like mofos on this thing. New starter was $1,100 for a road service call, 13 grand for a one box. What else we do? Oh, 3,400 replacing batteries. Well, that's normal stuff. $3,400 for all the brakes, tires, whatever, you know, just.
Now the bunk AC doesn't work.
Yeah, our bunk AC went out, so we got to get that fixed. Probably a thermostat thing again, or whatever it was. But that was like $500. No, just stupid stuff constantly. It's lame, man. Lame.
Totally lame, bro.
Totally. Well, what do we do with the mattress we bought? We still got it. We're gonna sell it to our buddy Stan. He's the owner up here at Landstar also. we're gonna sell it to him, and we'll turn around and go buy a different mattress. This one just, the old drift bed just did not work out as planned.
No,
A little too firm for Selena's bootay.
Yeah. Well, you know, and it's like, it might be okay if you're sitting still, but it's not to drive down the road with.
Did we fix the damage after the deer accident? No. It was just broken plastic and stuff. It's no big deal. It didn't.
Cosmetic.
Yeah, it's cosmetic. Now, it appears we're going to be on this run for long term. We're going to keep this run no matter what. We're going to keep running it. I mean, we're making so much damn money off of it.
Yeah, we'd be dumb.
We'd be stupid to walk away from this run. And they've expressed that they are very happy with us on this run. So they like us a lot. We're not going anywhere, they said. We are locked in, loaded, and going long term on this run. So yeah, we're
Next trip's gonna have a huge
and we got to get a truck that's conducive to the environment we're working in. You know, up in Montana, up in the mountains a lot, Wyoming, and everything. I mean, we've been driving down the road already, and what, you had a bull elk standing right in front of you one day, didn't you? They just had a big old bull elk. You know, we got deer everywhere, stuff like that. We got to get a truck that's more conducive to handling some of this activity. The weather, you know, new truck, the miles we're running, definitely new truck, long hood, big old bull guard on the front of it, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I think it'll be stacked, man.
Flying through them gears.
Yeah, because that elk, the day it was standing out in front of us, that thing would have just walked right up in this window.
Oh yeah.
It's like, nope, it's time for a hood. That's what I think.
That's what I think.
What's up, Spokane? What's up, Omar? Rob P. Mad Man. Yeah, Detroit used to be good. When Mercedes bought them out. So we started seeing all those mixes of putting Mercedes motors and Freightliners, all that kind of stuff. And Daimler buying everything out. And then Daimler bought out Western Star also. Back, I don't know, it's been about 15 years ago. So basically everything Western Star after like 2004 or something like that just became basically a Freightliner with a different shell on it. So thought of going to Landstar if I bought a truck. Thoughts? Do your research. I mean, we've done well here, but I would say if you're going solo, depending on where you live, I mean, if you live in the Midwest or the South or something like that, you're going to do all right. Going solo, you know, just buy a cheaper truck, have your money stacked up. Yes, we're in the Columbia River Gorge right now, Omar. And yes, this truck we're in now, for the money we put into it, we've gotten a lot out of it. Yes, we've definitely used this truck up. It's run pretty well considering. It hasn't been a bad truck for us. It's just, you know, it's getting to that point. Getting a little long in the tooth. Time to upgrade. Time to get into new equipment before this equipment drowns us. Because I mean, you think of today, if this thing needed an overhaul, you're talking 20, 30 grand, depending on who and what get, you know, who does it and what gets done to it. And then, you know, if your tranny or rears go out, you're talking maybe up to 20 grand on your tranny, another 10 or 15 grand on your rears, you know, stuff like that. It's like, if you had a couple major failures on this truck, it could just about put you, it could almost put us out of business right now. So, yeah. Scotland, what's up, man? What was that? Stu 1, Scotland. What? Well, Scotland, here's the Columbia River Gorge in Oregon.
Looks a little bit like Scotland today.
Yeah, it looks a little bit like Scotland.
Today it does. I've been there, I know.
Yeah, I know.
I know, because I've been.
Daniel from Mississippi. Yeah, got the bridge over there and everything. Yeah, we're just about to the pilot at exit 104.
Are we stopping there or no?
I guess not. They're gonna get a 9900 International Eagle. It's gonna be Eagle. You get the 9900 IE or something like that, you know, Eagle package and all that, a little bit more ramped up. Yeah, getting a cat, especially if it's a dirty motor, yeah, it's a good way to go. Like those 9900s, big old square nose on them and stuff. I saw a few that were customized back in the day. I thought they were cool. What's up, Chris from Vegas? Are we headed to Portland? Yeah, we got to go up to Lacey, Washington, so we'll just come in and hop on the what goes around Portland? The 205. Yeah, we'll jump on the 205, go up and hit the 5 on north end, and go straight up. Yep, there's the pilot with the Mickey D's. Man, I forgot they had a Mickey D's. Could have gotten you.
Could have had bread.
Could have had a McMuffin, man. Sorry. I'm sorry. Stupid pilot. That place is always a pain to get in and out of anyway. It's always all crowded up. Garbage truck stop. I can finally get an answer. Cool beans, you are live. And I caught it, but what breed are those adorable dogs? The dogs are Pomeranian Chihuahuas. Which states are we driving to? Right now we're in Oregon. We're going up to Washington and coming back down to Oregon. Finish up our drops all the way down to Bend. Then what? And Redmond. And then we're going back through, back across Oregon, Idaho, Utah, Wyoming, Nebraska, Iowa, and Illinois. Drop and hook back in Illinois. Come right back through Iowa, Nebraska.
Well, maybe South Dakota.
Maybe South Dakota. If we go up to Washington and stuff, we got to go through Montana, all that kind of stuff. So. Oh yeah, 17 degrees in Kentucky. Yeah, it warmed up back over here, but we were coming through Iowa and Nebraska the other day. That blizzard hit down through there. It's all icy, snowed up. Temperature dropped down to like 8 degrees. It's pretty chilly.
Last week in Montana was the negatives.
Yeah, the storm moved on past through here. Well, I don't think they got the storm here. It came down in Wyoming, Nebraska. Well, it was all snowed up in, where did we stop? At the Walmart?
Sydney?
Oh, Sydney, Nebraska. Yeah, it was all iced up there. Yeah, once we got over, like the Laramie and stuff, it wasn't as bad. Did you hear about the new Pete is going to be getting 11 miles per gallon? That'd be cool. Poor dogs, what are you talking about? Treat our dogs good, man. We feed them. We occasionally give them water. We occasionally take them off of that foot-long chain we keep them straddled to a post, you know,
Yeah,
stuff like that.
backyard.
If it sounds like we're riding a rumble strip, it's just the hum of the motor, I guess.
I can ride over the rumble strips if you want.
Yeah, go ahead. Do it for a sec. Here it comes. Here comes the rumble strip. There. Can you tell the difference now? Right?
Right? Getting tired of holding it.
delicious. $10. Get a couple of ice ones and a couple of treats for the dogs when you stop.
Nice.
Thanks, man.
Hell yeah.
We will do that. I will try to remember to film when we're buying them a couple little milk bones or something. Right?
Yep.
Are we westbound? Yes, we are. Heading towards Portland. We're still
About 100 miles to Portland.
east of the Dalles, I think. I think we'll be in the Dalles in a little bit and then
Yeah,
going through Hood River after a bit.
Hood River is 30 miles.
What's up, guy? What did I miss? What did I miss? She'll always ditch it on my side, run me into a ditch. Hopefully get me killed.
No.
So I'm keeping all the money. And I'm running off with another trucker.
No.
Where is this? We are now I-84 westbound going through Columbia River Gorge in Oregon right now.
That's Washington.
Yeah, that's Washington right there. You got the river, and you got Oregon. I don't know if you can see up there right now. I don't see anybody else on the highway. You can see up over there in the distance. There's a couple of trucks running the Washington side over there. They do that. They run that highway over there instead, maybe to just avoid running in Oregon. Although I think it costs more on your fuel taxes or your apportioning to run Oregon.
It's like a nickel a mile if you drive this.
Yeah, you got to pay per mile over here in Oregon. They actually rape you pretty good in Oregon on fuel taxes and your apportioning. So. Yeah, as far as it being a nice drive out here, I mean, we're still out in kind of like the brown area. You can see the mountains don't have any trees and stuff. We're about to drop down into the gorge. You know, once you get past the Dalles, it's all pine trees and you're running right alongside the river. That's the better part of the drive. I mean, it's nice out here. It's still cool, but it's going to get better as time goes on.
Yeah, so hang around. You might see it.
Well, we'll lose internet after a little bit here too. I know that, but. I was saying earlier, we don't talk much about like anything having to do with trucking though, trucking business or anything like that, you know.
Yeah, really.
Nobody ever asks us any questions either, really, I guess. And, like other guys get on and they just talk about trucking business and everything, and how to run your truck and how to change a tire and whatever. I don't know, but you know.
We have those videos.
Yeah, nobody's ever really.
We're vloggers, man. We're not instruction people. We're not professors.
It's none of our business about your business. Well, a little bit of truth to that, but I don't mind talking about stuff. If somebody ever had questions, you know, it's like try and give you some insight as to what we do, you know.
And what we do is, you know, I guess.
I mean, it's not brain surgery. It's, you know, we have our own little business model and we run it.
And as far as our loads go, you know, it's like, I guess we don't run typical loads, so it's kind of hard to give advice on that because, you know, these kind of runs are not, you know, they're few and far between. You got to just get lucky to find one and then stick with it.
Yep.
You know, so it's not like, you know, you can just say, oh, well, if you come out here, you're going to find one that makes 14 grand a week and you're good to go. That's not really the case. So
When somebody asks, do we get to pick our own backhauls? No, we do not. We get paid on all miles. We get paid odometer miles for the whole trip. So
yeah, empty and full.
empty and full, and sometimes occasionally they arrange a backhaul, but we do not get backhauls. So we get this load, we run it out, we do all our drops. If there's no backhaul on it, we run back empty, but we get paid on all miles. So
Plus it's their trailer.
it's their trailer too, so we technically can't haul freight on their trailer.
Yeah. Which is fine. We get paid plenty. So.
Yeah, and we're getting a good rate per mile, and we get it empty and loaded. So
And we don't have time to be taking around and picking up a backhaul and dropping it off and then
That's the other end of it. We're usually on such a tight schedule that if we were trying to arrange a backhaul for more money, it would probably screw us up and we wouldn't be able to get back in time anyway. So, you know, we got to be back, snap, you know, get our next load and get back out here. So
we got 4 days to go all the way back, grab our load, and get all the way back down here.
Yeah, because we'll finish dropping Friday around noon out in Redmond, Oregon, on Bend and stuff like that. We'll finish dropping out there. And then it's a 4-day turnaround pretty much that we straight team run, just back to back, all the way back to Illinois, pick up our next load, and come all the way back to wherever our first drop is. And
by Tuesday morning.
By usually Tuesday morning at that point. So, you know, we usually get back like
so really like
Sunday morning, and we get back Monday evening, usually back out west somewhere.
About midnight. So we get
usually about
3.5
midnight.
days basically to go from
What are we hauling? We're hauling garage doors. It's a garage door maker out in Illinois that we haul for. And it's all hand unload. Like our load this week was like 35,000, 36,000 pounds. We're going to hand unload it at all the drops and then empty out and head right back.
And the one we unloaded last night was 13,000 pounds.
Yeah, we did over 13,000 pounds at a delivery last night. And then we had the drop before that. It was pretty heavy too, wasn't it?
Yeah, 9,000.
9,000. It's cleared out most of the trailer now. We got one more decent sized drop over here in Lacey, Washington, and the rest of them are all small. So pretty much same drops every time. No, they vary. There's a lot of dedicated customers that we see all the time.
There's about 20
but we don't
of
go
them.
to all of them, all the same ones every week. They vary. But we've pretty much been to most of them now, I think. So.
Yeah.
What's up, JXS? You are close to the mall. Yeah, they're coming up. We have not seen it. It's very worth the stop. Cool. Lunch is over. Drive careful. Later, highway junkie. Sorry, I'm going back through here. Yeah, having a dedicated customer with a dry van account like this, yeah, it's definitely consistency is key. That's what I always say.
Yeah, even if it was less money.
Even if it was less money per mile, as long as you're consistent, ultimately you'll usually come out better at the end of every week than the guy out there just floating around, you know, especially with the way the rates are right now, and we're in such a slump, you know, freight wise and rate wise, that you're better off having dedicated lanes. And, you know, even if you're making $1.50 a mile to the truck, as long as you're out there turning miles and it's dedicated every week, then you're doing good. You'll still make money. It's one thing faux show.
Yeah.
I ripped on water. Oh well. Yeah, they're saying food and house stuff is usually pretty steady. That yeah, they're not expecting any slowdowns with this run.
Yeah.
Especially they've had a hard time filling it all the time. I'm sure due to the area of the country you run and trying to get it filled all the time with the weather and all.
Yeah, they told us if we could add trucks, they would.
Yeah, if we could add trucks too. They told us like, hell yeah, man. If you can add trucks, because I, you know, put some dedicated teams on this. If we can get some more trucks, I mean, we know it. We could pay our drivers really well, all that kind of stuff. So
Oh, yeah.
it's just got to find those kind of teams that are willing to do the work. You know, you got to get out here and hump freight. So a lot of people don't want to do that.
And you gotta stay at it. You can't just work a week or two and go home.
Yeah, yeah, you got to stay out like a month at a time doing it, just back to back for like at least 4 weeks at a time. What's the best inverter for your microwave?
3,000 watts.
Yeah, I'd probably just go ahead and ramp up to like a 2,500 or 3,000 watt inverter.
But make sure you got a low wattage.
Yeah, but your microwave, check it, make sure. Typically they're about 700 watt, but they'll draw on that inverter pretty good. So yeah, getting like a 3,000. Make sure you have a proper gauge of cable for it.
Yeah,
You know, and it's
really
properly powered up. You know, that's what you got to make sure of.
small, cheap microwave.
Yeah, you get the smallest microwave from Walmart, you know, the little $39 microwave. It's like a 700 watt. That way it doesn't drain your inverter too bad.
Yeah, anything more than that, you're gonna be popping fuses.
Yeah, you can be popping fuses all the time and stuff, so. Yeah, that's been a consideration also, is maybe keeping this truck for a little while to hire a team, but it would be a very specific thing, like hiring a husband-wife team or something like that to come and do this with us once we get our new truck.
I just worry about putting it in here and then it breaking right away.
Yeah, the only other thing is putting a team in this truck, and if we're already running into problems with it, you know, typically if you got drivers, they're going to be even harder on the equipment, because company drivers, you know, if you hire drivers, usually they just jack your equipment up, so you got to count on they're going to be breaking this truck all the time, you know, and stupid stuff. Later, TJ.
I let the water shoot down.
We got the dam opened up a little bit here.
Here's the dollars.
There's the dolls. There's the little power plant. Yeah, man. What's up with those thumbs up, man? God. Right?
Yeah.
Super trucker.
Yeah. It's thumbs up. Thumbs up.
Oh, yeah. Everybody digging my face muff? Getting pretty long. Yeah, I'm great looking. Look at that thing. God damn, man. It's coming along all right, though. A couple months now.
Getting Viking-ish.
You look like a lumberjack.
Lumberjack, yeah. Was that guy in South Dakota at the bathroom asking you? How's the hunt going?
Oh, I was wearing my camo sweatshirt.
In your beanie?
Yeah, I was in the bathroom. I was wearing my camo sweatshirt and a beanie. This old guy come into the bathroom, snuggles right up next to me at the urinal. Looks over, he's all, how's the hunting going? I'm all, huh? He's all, you're a hunter? I'm all, yeah, camo. I'm all, because of the camo? I'm all, nah. Not that cool, sorry. I do need a haircut though, bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's face warmer for sure. When I get out in the wind, it's like splitting apart, you know, it's all starting to get all wavy and stuff like that. Yeah, it's funny. Hilarious. Right?
Right.
What's up, Chicago? New subscriber.
Woo. Tell your friends. Get
Tell
the
your
thumbs
friends to
up.
come back around for all the excitement.
Make sure you like the videos. Give some thumbs up, man.
Are we going to trade in this rig? If it comes down to it, probably not, because they wouldn't give us anything for it. And the place we got the truck from, they're being kind of, last time I talked to them, they're being kind of belligerent on working out any sort of deal to get out of this truck. So it might just be a thing to have to ghost ride this one right back into them and say, sorry, bye.
Well, we know another couple that got a truck there. They just took it back and handed it over to
Yeah,
us.
there was another couple we knew that got a truck at our place too. It's OTR Leasing, and they just took their truck back and had no recourse. You know, they just gave it back to them and said bye. And last I heard, they never got a bill from them or anything. No effect on their credit. So I was like, if we can just walk away from this truck and dump it, then it might be an option.
Yeah.
So, and then if we want to hire drivers, you know, we can still go get another truck later on.
Yeah, I mean, whenever
Right.
we can afford new equipment.
Yeah, I'd rather go with new equipment, warranties, all that kind of stuff anyways. I mean, pretty much if you hire drivers and put them in this truck, they're not going to like it much.
Well, no, there's no fridge, no
We
microwave.
put up with it just because it's our truck, but
Yeah.
ultimately, if I was a company driver and I had to drive this thing, I'd be pissed. I'd be like, what the hell, man? Right?
I mean, but with what we can pay them, you know, it's kind of like. But yeah.
Yeah. I was cabbage looking, it was clear. I think we had a little bit of rain coming over cabbage yesterday, but no big deal.
Yeah, no rain, no snow, no ice.
No snow, no nothing. All clear. I'm expecting that to change shortly, but, you know,
Yeah, but for right now.
but for right now, I will take it.
Well, we were in what, LeBron
Yeah, we got some hail in La Grande, Oregon. That's up there on the plateau too, you know, before you come down Cabbage. Stopped off the truck stop there. Yeah, I was pissed too. The Flying J, their restaurant closed. I was like, what the hell, man?
Yeah.
They had a good restaurant there. Closed the restaurant, the Flying J in La Grande, Oregon.
Yeah, so don't think.
Yeah, don't go thinking you're gonna get a meal there.
Yeah.
How can you do the same thing every week without getting tired of it? Oh, you get tired of it, but when you put that paycheck in the bank every week for $7,000, it's like, okay, thanks.
I mean, and if you think about it, whether you're doing something dedicated or you're not, you're driving every day no matter what. So.
Yeah, I mean, we could be driving everywhere and racking our head going through Atlanta or something like that, you know, hating the traffic. Or we could be out here in the mountains all the time driving in no traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going a lot of the same places every week, but you got a lot of variables going on, you know. I gotta admit, driving through the mountains every week, I don't mind at all.
I love driving through Montana every week.
Yeah, I used to live in the mountains for years. It was like up in Lake Tahoe and the Sierras and all that kind of stuff. So as soon as I come back to the mountains, I love it. It's like I'm right back in my own spot. So
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much going to be the thing when we actually do resettle somewhere. The mountains is going to come into play a lot.
Yeah, I'm liking Montana.
Montana is just over the top, great. I love it up there. Up there, even the biggest cities aren't even like, I think Billings is like 100,000 people and it's the biggest city up there.
Yeah.
Everything else is like 40,000 people, 50,000 people. Bozeman, Missoula, whatever, Butte. Exactly. Making 10.5 a week is exactly how it doesn't get tiring. It's like, I would, you know, if we weren't making this kind of money, I'd be like, nah, I'm good. I'd rather just go home or something like that. But
Yeah.
being an owner-op, yeah, just being out here making the extra money, that's all that makes it worthwhile, you know? Otherwise, might as well just stay home.
Yeah.
Oh, reconnect. Sorry. Well, we've been on for 40 minutes. I think we'll wrap this one up.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe we'll go live again tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe we'll come back live again. Start throwing out some more live feeds. We don't go live enough. People keep asking when we're going to go live. It's like, I don't know. Right?
Right.
So, anyway, 40 minutes in.
Yeah,
We're gonna lose service here in a minute anyway, so might as well jump off.
Yeah.
But we'll check in again maybe tomorrow or something like that. Yeah.
Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and keep it between the ditches, bitches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Out. Yeah.